Hello students, today we are going to discuss factorial notation. So factorial notation can be represented in two ways. It is read as n factorial and its formula is n factorial is equal to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 up to so on 3 to 1. Like 6 factorial can be written as 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Same with 5 factorial, same with 3 factorial and so on. Now again if we consider 6 factorial, this is 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, or it can be written as 6 into 5 factorial, or if according to our need it can be written as 6 into 5 into 4 factorial. In general, n factorial can be written as n into n minus 1 factorial, and n factorial can again be written as n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 factorial. Here n is a whole number. So if n is 0, then straightaway definition can't give us value of 0 factorial, or it seems that 0 factorial is 0. But if we put n is equal to 1 in this equation, we will get 1 factorial is equal to 1 into 1 minus 1 whole factorial or 0 factorial. So that means 0 factorial is also equals to 1. So let us understand some don'ts regarding factorial notation. Like factorial notations can't be added, subtracted, multiplied and divided directly. So we can't use these operation in factorial notation, and reason is very obvious that LHS and RHS when solved independently they are different. However, if we partially expand factorial like 5 factorial as 5 into 4 into 3 factorial and denominator is also 3 factorial, then that factor can be cancelled. And if we fully expand factorial, then whatever factor you can cancel. So let us discuss some example based on that. Find n factorial upon n minus r whole factorial when n is equal to 10 and r is equal to 0. So let us put n is equal to 10 and r is equal to 4. So 10 factorial upon 10 minus 4 whole factorial, it is 10 now this subtraction can be done because this is within bracket. So 10 factorial upon 6 factorial. Now expand 10 factorial up to 6 factorial. So 10 9 8 7 into 6 factorial, and 6 factorial can be cancelled with denominator. So result is 5040. Now let us consider another example. Solve 1 upon 9 factorial plus 1 by 10 factorial is equal to x upon 11 factorial. Now here we are reducing higher factorials into the lowest one. Like 9 factorial is lowest, so we are changing 11 factorial as 11 into 10 into 9 factorial, as well as 10 factorial is 10 into 9 factorial. So clearly 9 factorial can be cancelled from each term, and we are left with 1 plus 1 by 10 is equal to x upon 110. Again 10 can be cancelled, so result is x is equal to 121. Next is prove that n factorial into n plus 2 is equal to n factorial plus n plus 1 whole factorial. We are starting from RHS, so let us expand n plus 1 factorial. This can be written as n plus 1 into n factorial. Now take n factorial common, so in the bracket we are left with n plus 2, which is equals to LHS. Next is find n if n plus 1 whole factorial is equal to 12 into n minus 1 whole factorial. So again remember which one is greater, that has to be reduced into the smaller one. So n plus 1 is larger, that means n plus 1 factorial can be written as n plus 1 into n minus 1 factorial. N minus 1 factorial can be cancelled out. Now what we are left with, this is a sort of expression which can be converted into quadratic equation, and we can find n. That is one ultimate way we have, but by observation also we can find n. How? Let us see. If we convert right hand side, that is 12, into product of two consecutive integers, this is not difficult, it needs some concentration and practice. So by just comparing we can find n is equal to 3. So we have both options, either we can form a quadratic equation or just by comparing we can find the value. Next is similar question. So solve n plus 2 whole factorial is equal to 60 into n minus 1 factorial. Again n plus 2 factorial is larger, so I am writing n plus 2 into n plus 1 into n minus 1 factorial. Cancelling n minus 1 factorial, we are having 3 factors in left hand side. So if I convert right hand side also, product of 3 consecutive numbers, that is 5 into 4 into 3. So again by comparing n is equal to 3. Even if you compare the highest factor n plus 2 is equal to 5, still it will give you n is equal to 3. Next, if n factorial upon 2 factorial into n minus 2 factorial and n factorial upon 4 factorial into n minus 4 whole factorial are in the ratio 2:1, find n. So whatever is given, let us write mathematically. That means n factorial upon 2 factorial into n minus 2 whole factorial whole upon n factorial upon 4 factorial into n minus 4 whole factorial is equal to 2 by 1. N factorial will be cancelled out. Now this situation, here we have to consider, always remember that out of numerator and denominator, if one factor is larger in numerator, then one factor must be larger in the denominator. And what we have to do, we have to convert larger factorial into smaller one. So I am expanding 4 factorial and n minus 2 factorial from numerator and denominator respectively. So it is 4 into 3 into 2 factorial, n minus 4 factorial as it is, and 2 factorial as it is, n minus 2 n minus 3 into n minus 4 factorial is equals to 2 by 1. Now cancelling the common factor, again we are getting a situation. Again you can open the bracket in the right hand side and can get a quadratic equation, or by simply writing 6 into 2 into 3, 6 as 2 into 3, and by comparing various brackets, so we can get n is equal to 5. Next is prove that 2n whole factorial upon n factorial is equals to 1 into 3 into 5 up to so on 2n minus 1 into 2 raised to the power n. So left hand side is 2n whole factorial whole upon n factorial. Now one don't is there, please don't try to cancel this n, because we can't cancel such factor in factorial. So we will expand 2n factorial. 2n factorial will contain 2n factors, 2n, 2n minus 1, 2n minus 2, 2n minus 3, 2n minus 4 up to so on 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 upon n factorial. Out of these 2n factorial, 2n factors, n factors are even and n factors are odd. So we are separating even and odd factors. Now out of even factors, we are separating one factor which is 2 from every factor, and we are writing, as there are n factors, n even factors, so that means there are actually 2 will be coming out from every factor, so this 2 raised to the power n. Whereas odd factors, we are just writing them as it is, no change in the odd factors. So after writing 2 raised to the power n separately, it is n into n minus 1, n minus 2 to so on 3 into 2 into 1, which is actually n factorial and will be cancelled out from denominator, so that what we are left with right hand side. Then prove that 33 factorial is divisible by 2 raised to the power 15. Now if we see, 33 factorial can be written as 33 into 32 into 31 up to so on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now if we see, 33 factorial contains 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 as a factor. Now if we write the product of 2 into 4 into 8 into 16 into 32, and if we write them in exponent form, so base is same, so power will be added. So it is 2 raised to the power 15. That means 2 raised to the power 15 is factor of 33 factorial, or 33 factorial is divisible by 2 raised to the power 15. So I hope you have got these questions. That's it. That's all for today. Take care. Have a nice day. Thank you.